Hello everyone! Today I have a holiday tutorial for you and I'm pretty excited about this because this makeup is basically makeup that I have been wearing on a pretty regular basis. On Instagram, I asked you guys if you would rather see a minimal and glowy makeup tutorial or something bold, and most of you said minimal and glowy, so here we are. I'm gonna be showing you how I do my eye and face makeup, and then I'm gonna be showing you 3 different lip colors that I would wear for the holidays, and I'm pairing them with different outfits. Also, I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys have asked me recently, so this is basically gonna be a tutorial and a little Q&A. So let's get into it. Got my trusty little headband here, which is going on because I'm gonna start off with my skincare routine. Today, I'm gonna be washing my face with the simple micellar water because obviously I don't have a sink right in front of me. I have to say that I have really been loving New York, which really isn't too much of a surprise to me because I've always loved it, but I feel like I have loved it even more living here full time. It's just been really cool to sink into all of that newness. Next is toner, and I have been using this one from a brand called Jullai. They're a Korean brand, and this is their Super 12 Bounce Essence Oil Toner. This toner has little balls in it. I just like to press my hands so they break. I believe the little balls are filled with an oil or a combination of an essence and oil, but this is really hydrating and you can feel it when you put it on your face. Then I have my Glossier Super Pure. I have used this a lot, as many of you may know from my empties videos. I really like Super Pure because I feel like it keeps my skin looking really bright. For moisturizer, I'm using my Tatcha water cream. I probably have 2 to 3 more uses of this. We're really just getting to the end here. Traveling with Tato was actually a pretty good experience this time around. I've traveled with him before and that was much more stressful, but this time I had my mom there with me. He had also been through it before, so I think he just kind of knew a little bit more. He does get a little bit scared during takeoff and landing, much like I do. He doesn't like turbulence either, also like me. Other than that, he was totally quiet on the plane. I kept him in his carrier and just kind of opened the front of it so he could lounge and see us and just feel closer to us. Last for skincare, I have the Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair Cream. I love this eye cream because it is very, very, very thick and I love that. All right, so that is my skincare done. Guess who's back? The NARS eye primer. I have been way more social in New York City and I wasn't expecting that. I feel like I have already met way more people in New York City that I would like to pursue friendships with than I ever met in LA. Next, I'm using the Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Stick, and this is in the color Caramel. And I have really been loving this. This thing is awesome. I feel like it just evens things out. It adds a little bit of depth. I feel like one thing that has been really helpful for me in terms of meeting people is I've just kind of forced myself to do it. So I've just forced myself into things that, you know, might be awkward thinking about, but then often it turns out that it's not as awkward as I thought it would be. Now I'm getting into my NARS NARSissist Wanted 2 palette. This is actually a cheek palette, but I'm gonna be using this color right here on my eyes. So this one is called PYT. I just use a tiny, tiny bit of this because it is shimmery and I don't want a ton of shimmer on my eyes, I just want a little bit. For face makeup, it is the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb. This is actually a mousse. So that's what it looks like. It looks pretty weird, but you can immediately feel on your finger that it's cold. So when it says it's cooling, they're not kidding. And I like to really press it in right near my nose because that's where my pores are. And when I put makeup over the top, if my makeup is going to sink into any pores, it's gonna be those. I feel like the thing that has helped the most is getting out. Whether it's getting out on my own, but especially getting out with at least one other person. Because I think for me, something that can really just make my stress and anxiety worse is staying at home where I'm just spiraling into a zillion different thought vortexes. And I think often when I do get out and I spend time with someone else, it gives me a new perspective. So my anxiety or my stress might not completely go away, but I feel like I have perspective that I can add to whatever it is that I'm feeling, and also gratitude as well. On my face, I'm using a combination of 3 different products. So I'm using the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in Ochre, the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation in Sand Beige, and then the Kiehl's Glow Formula Skin Hydrator. I normally start with the Kiehl's Glow Formula. This is amazing. So I do 2 pumps of that on the back of my hand. So I pretty much use equal parts of the foundation and tinted moisturizer, and then I just mix it all together. I actually recommended this place yesterday, so I'm going to recommend it today. It's one of my all-time favorite places in New York City. It's called Bobbi Tea Parlor, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a tea parlor. Yes, you can get afternoon tea there if you want, and it's like a casual afternoon tea. I am someone who likes to have pretty relaxed evenings, so I'm usually not going out to bars or parties or anything, but sometimes I want to stay out and like have dessert. And what Bobbi Tea Parlor has is really great dessert. To brighten my under eye area, I'm going to be using a combination of the Becca under eye brightener and the Chantecaille Camouflage Stylo. So these 2 mixed together. I'm gonna set everything with the Urban Decay Quick Fix. To set everything, I'm going to be using my Bare Minerals Original Foundation, and this is in the shade Golden Medium. I have this goal of staying on the ground for 2 months because in the last year, I realized that I have not been on the ground for a solid 2 months in literally years. Like, I don't even know the last time when I was on the ground for that long. I love going to new places, but I am really, really, really afraid of flying. I have just felt so good being on the ground. It has helped when I then go into traveling, having that time on the ground. So I really want to give myself more time with my feet firmly planted on the ground. So I'm just doing a light dusting of this Bare Minerals foundation. For my brow pencil, I've been using something different. This is the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil in Warm Brunette. I feel like the color lasts all day. It's really easy to use. The shape is also really great for just shaping your brows. Now I'm just gonna use a little bit of Glossier Boy Brow to keep these brows in place. So I'm curling my eyelashes now. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Lancome Mercier Big Waterproof. With vlogging in general, it has definitely been a journey for me in just figuring out what feels good for me, because I do have a point of feeling overexposed, of feeling like I'm sharing so much that I am not able to be present in my life. And so for me, it's about finding the balance between sharing things that I'm experiencing, but also allowing myself, you know, private time. For blush, I'm still using the same NARS palette, but I'm using Ambition, Tau, and Exposed, and I'm just mixing all of those together. I really like this color combination because it's very warm. So it makes me just think of like spice, apple cider, that type of stuff. And it just feels like a really cozy combination. The last thing I'm going to be using on my face before I get into my lip color is the Ilia Illuminator in Cosmic Dancer. And this is basically like a highlighter stick. And this color is really, really pretty. So I'm going to use a little bit on the inner corner of my eye. So I'm just going to dot it there. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit on the bridge of my nose, but I don't like to bring it down to the ball of my nose. I like to keep it just on the bridge. And then I'm just gonna tap a little bit around here. For my first lip color, I'm going with something that's really natural and also hydrating. It is the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment in the color Spice, and I have been wearing this all the time. Basically, in all of my videos that you've seen up to this point, if you see me wearing like a natural lip, it's this. I love this because it adds a sheer warmth to my lips, and it's also really different from my natural lip color. And I love how it looks on camera and in real life. For my natural lip look, I would typically keep it really casual. I'm wearing one of my favorite Creme sweaters, the same t-shirt that I had on. I also threw on a necklace. This is something that I would wear if I had people coming over because I always just like to feel comfortable and cozy when I'm at home. Now I'm going to be going with a red lip. So I'm using the Ilia Color Block lipstick in Tango. This is exactly what I think of when I think of a holiday red. This is also another holiday look that I really love and would actually wear because I love big chunky knits during the holidays. Again, I love the cream color, and specifically with this, I love the contrast between the rich red lip and the light, clean cream color. This is something that I would wear maybe to a cookie exchange parties. I really love those kinds of holiday parties. Maybe going out to afternoon tea, something like that. For my dark lip color, I'm gonna be using the Ilia lipstick in the color Rumba. I really like these Ilia lipsticks because they're so creamy. They just feel so good. Here is my dark lip look, and I have to say, whenever I wear a dark lip, I feel like I'm tapping into a different part of myself that just makes me feel really good. It makes me really happy when I wear dark lips. So this is a look that I would wear out with friends at night and also on a date with my girlfriend. All right, that is going to be it for my video today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I had a lot of fun making this because these are just all looks that I'm really excited about. Every time I put on one of the lipsticks, I was like, ooh, love it. I am into this. So I just can't wait to wear all of these outside in the real world, even though I already have worn Spice quite a bit in the real world. You know what I mean. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos coming up, and because I am also vlogging for the holidays and you don't want to miss those vlogs. I will see you guys very soon on Tuesday with a new vlog, but until then, I hope that you are having a wonderful holiday season with people that you love. I'll see you later. Bye.